Hey, honey. Thanks for being such a good sport, letting the camera crew come here and film today.
What, are you kidding me? I'm so proud of you, sweetie. What you're doing today, I must admit, takes the cake.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you my beautiful wife, Joanna. Without her, none of this would be possible.
Stop it. He's just being nice. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Is Taylor here?
Yeah, she's actually in her room applying for colleges. I'll let her know you're here.
Great, thanks, honey. I have a 17-year-old daughter named Taylor, and she means the world to me. And I'm trying to raise her the exact opposite of how my parents raised me. And it's been really tough on her. She never really knew her grandparents. Heck, I never really knew my parents, sober anyways. Her mother and I got divorced when she was 11, and it's been really tough on her. Try explaining to your 11-year-old daughter that mommy ran out with an older rich guy because she thought daddy was a loser. I was a struggling business consultant for a small firm, trying to make ends meet, but the economy was crushing me. Taylor went to go live with her mom for about 6 months, and she came back to me one day crying, and she's never left since. She's been by my side through it all. She sees her mom from time to time, but she lives in Italy, so it's kind of hard. We're on good terms now that I have all this. I met my wife, Joanna, now, and she was love at first sight. She's been really the best stepmom to Taylor. Hey ladies, I was just talking about you. I know how much you love being on camera. Say hi to everybody at home.
Hi everyone at home. Wish me luck, I'm applying for colleges now.
Tell them your top pick.
Well, I don't want to jinx it, but I hope it's either University of Florida or the Warren School of Business.
I was just about to get to the good part. Do you see this? Over the years, as I started to help random people make money online, all I ever needed was this briefcase. Inside is one of my favorite books. Inside this book is where I keep all my secrets. The book was given to me by my mentor with this flash drive in it. The two items have been together ever since. The flash drive contains the cash formula file. It's the solution you've been searching for.
My past life of being broke just feels like a bad nightmare. Now when I wake up and log into my bank account, I'm seeing multiple six figures. Doesn't even faze me anymore. It's no dream. It's my new reality. Ever since I got signed up, the money hasn't stopped. Actually, it compounds more and more every day. When I first started, I only had 500 bucks to my name. Tim, please, never share this with the public.
The cash formula saved my marriage. Who cares about that money? That's just an added bonus. Yes, making 7 figures a year is a very sweet added bonus. The formula allows you to see happiness in all areas of your life. That's the best part. It pretty much funds all my creative ideas. If I want to open up a bakery, the cash formula will fund it. If I want to start my own perfume line, the cash formula, yes, will fund that passion as well. It really is like a genie in a bottle.
It's not a matter of if you can make money with cash formula, just a matter of how much and how fast. In order to hand over such power, you need to know its origin. You need to know how it works. It's something you've never heard of before, believe me. When the wealthiest insiders heard I was going to release the cash formula to the public online, they panicked and started spamming you with copycat scams to stop you from finding this webpage and the real formula to making life-changing money. I know these past few months you've been spammed with other so-called formulas, codes and systems, you name it. These scams are so easy to spot out because they all look the same. You see some guy in a cheap shirt with a fake company logo, and don't even get me started on the big oversized paychecks and the fake awards you see, given to their fake students who are all just poorly selected actors. If the web page doesn't start with www.cashformula.com, then run far away. It's not legit. But look where you are right now. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. Yes, you're on the official and the original cashformula.com website. It's what you've been looking for this whole time, and it's the one website the gurus have tried to keep you from finding. So without further ado, it's time you finally know about the real and only cash formula. The classified cash formula, otherwise known as CF files, were first leaked by a group of notorious hackers around 7 years ago. How they found it, no one seems to know. There are many theories, most likely from some government agency. Several of the wealthiest bankers paid an astronomical amount of money to get the cash formula files. They call themselves the cartel.
Starting as early as 2007, currency traders at several multinational banks formed a group that they dubbed the cartel.
The cartel's greed eventually got the best of them, and they were fined over $5 billion. From what I hear, the cartel knew the feds were about to bring them down. So long before they were caught, they started creating bogus offshore companies in Panama to hide all their money. The offshore law firm they used also helped many of the world's wealthiest people, including the cartel, conceal millions of classified documents for them. As my mentor explains it, the cartel secretly transferred the cash formula files through the dark net to offshore law firms where they were filed deeply away in the database of millions of documents to never see the light of day again. Or so we thought. By now you're asking, so how the heck did some nobody like me get my hands on the cash formula? Well, I definitely wasn't rich when I was first told about the formula. I spent a lot of time online searching for some way to solve my problems. I wanted to make money doing anything. I tried it all, got scammed by them all. I definitely wasn't as lucky as you to easily find this video. My mentor picked me. Just like today, I'm looking to pick you. To this day, he won't tell me why he picked me. He just says he followed his heart. My mentor is rich beyond your wildest dreams, but the most humble guy you will ever meet. When he first gave me the book and the flash drive, he also showed me how to make money with the formula. I must admit, I was surprised how quickly it finds money for you. Within the first day, I made over $2,000. I was floored. That alone was more than 3 weeks of pay at my job and covered the money I lost to all the other online scams. The cash formula was compounding my profits. The amount of money was growing by the minute. The cash was flowing and it was just increasing by the day. The first 30 days, I made over $50,000. That was more money than I was making all year at my day job. When you make your first million, it changes you. You get more confidence, you become much happier. All of a sudden, everyone wants to be your friend. I was so grateful for my new life. I wanted to somehow give back to my mentor. I tried to pay my mentor commission. Not only did he refuse, but he was offended. He says, "My son, here's how you can repay me. Follow your heart. I don't want you sharing the formula with just anyone. It's too risky, but you know your heart better than anyone. If your heart is telling you that someone could benefit from the cash formula, then help them. Have them make the pledge. Promise me you'll do that. Promise me you'll make me proud and do good with what you have received." And here we are today. For the past few years during my travels around the world, I have followed my heart. I have kept my promise. Seeing my past students' lives change in front of my eyes is the best feeling in the world. What type of change would you like to see happen in your life? I bet you would love to quit your job instead of dreading to wake up every morning for work. With the cash formula, your options are endless. One of my favorite quotes says, "Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible." You have already taken massive action and your eyes have been opened up like never before. You're doing great and now ready for the most important part of the video. We've established the cash formula's origin and now it's time to understand how it works and what makes it so powerful. You hear about formulas. Math is a sure thing. Like 1 + 1 will always equal 2. The cash formula is mathematically perfect. I can't get into detail what the formula is exactly made of because honestly, I have no idea. My mentor doesn't even know. The greedy global bankers had no clue. Not even the best hackers can crack its algorithm. That part of the cash formula will always be kept a secret. But what we do know is how it works. And really at the end of the day, that's all that matters. We've already established that special interests, different government agencies, and the wealthiest people are controlling the flow of money in this world. We have seen firsthand proof of this. The money that is controlled at the top will always flow up, and that's how it's designed. The cash formula simply follows the flow of money, money trends, or what we like to call money waves. I'm going to explain this in the simplest way possible for you to understand. Our economy comes in waves, right? It's up, it's down. That's by design due to it being controlled by the top 1%. The cash formula finds the hottest markets making the most money. It follows the flow of the money, then exploits these markets for as much money as possible while they're hot. Moves on to the next money wave. The economy is one constant money wave. What makes the cash formula so powerful? It knows when the money wave is about to curl and crash over. It knows when to jump ship and jump onto the next big money wave. It's the only system the top 1% can control, simply because the formula mathematically predicts the money wave before they do. I'll give you a good example of someone who had the power of the formula and how it worked for them in a huge way. It made worldwide news.
We made $725 million, I think, on the funds in 2007.
Unbelievable. He had over 700 million in withdrawals because he was able to spot a trend before anyone else. Everyone thought that guy was crazy. A money wave the whole world missed, but him and the cash formula. When you first start making money with cash formula and then quit your job, trust me, people will think that you are crazy too. When they see you upgrading your life, buying a new boat or jet ski for the summer days, buying that winter cabin in Aspen for $4.5 million, dining at all the finest restaurants in town, they will come around pretty quickly. Let's do a short recap. Number 1, you made a pledge to yourself to never be a victim of online scams again. Number 2, you've acknowledged that it's not your fault, the economy and system is rigged. Number 3, you discovered the truth to why it's impossible to succeed online without being an insider or in the top 1% of the richest people. Number 4, we've uncovered the unfair advantage the wealthiest people in the world use to make millions and even billions of dollars. Number 5, you've discovered the origin of the cash formula and how it makes millions. We're getting close to the finish line. I have a good feeling you're going to be celebrating tonight. Heck, maybe the celebration will never end. How can you not get excited about money like this flooding your account every single day? You are the last glimmer of hope for many people who can count on you. For many, you need help. You might need to focus on yourself first before you can start helping others. One thing is for sure, as long as you have access to the cash formula, you can guarantee to get your fair chance to become rich beyond your wildest dreams. Come on, let's go have some fun. What a beautiful day. I just live for moments like this. I just love to gaze out in the water and reflect on all that I'm grateful for in my life. To me, this represents freedom. Being able to come out here in the open water like this represents my long journey to get here. Wasn't always pretty and easy, but it's those ugly and hard times that make this all worth it. So come on, let me take you to the other favorite spot in the boat. Now maybe you're wondering, Tim, why are you doing all this now? Great question. Why am I switching from privately helping people to now releasing this video to the public online? To be completely honest with you, it's an urgent matter. Not too long ago, the biggest leak of classified documents in history was first reported by a German newspaper. 11.5 million documents to be exact. The worldwide media quickly picked it up, branded it as the Panama Papers leak. Now, if you recall the origin of the cash formula, the top bankers, aka the cartel, transferred all the cash formula files and billions of dollars to an offshore law firm in Panama once they got wind the feds were moving in. It doesn't take a genius to put 2 and 2 together. Yes, we have a good reason to believe the cash formula files were part of this 11.5 million documents recently leaked. This means that any minute now, the special interest groups and government agencies will rein control of the formula and lock it away and throw away the key. I doubt it will let it slip out of their hands twice. If this formula gets back into the hands of the wealthiest insiders, then your chance at making money online is over. Why? Because the chances of me running into you on the street to give you the secret formula will be like finding a needle in a haystack. This means time is against you from this point forward. When my mentor found out about the leak, he advised me to expose the truth to the masses online. He said, change as many people's lives as possible. Now is your last chance to get the cash formula into the hands of the victims of these online scams. Over the next 30 days, we worked around the clock to be able to bring you what the cash formula is today. We hired the top developers based out of the Silicon Valley to automate the cash formula. So a task which once took grueling hours at your computer to execute now is 100% hands-off and only takes 60 seconds to turn a profit. This automation also made sure no one can abuse the system. That was one risk we were concerned about. As you saw earlier, greed of the bankers along with the formula got them in trouble. For this reason, the cash formula is programmed so the maximum amount its users can make in a 24-hour period is $20,000. You won't lose money. The system just will wait until a new 24-hour day has started. To be honest, many of my students max out a lot. Some don't. If you max out daily, that means you're making over $500,000 a month. Any objections? I didn't think so. Once we get to know each other a bit more and trust you can handle more than $20,000 a day, we may increase your limit. We also have a team that monitors the use of its users, not only to make sure they don't abuse its power, but also to make sure they're making the type of money they desire. Every aspect is catered to make sure you're making money like this. It gets even better than that. It's free to use. It's time for you to sail off into the sunset. You can't change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails to always reach your destination, thanks to the power of the cash formula. It's time to leave your current life of pain, suffering, and disappointment, a life where the odds have been stacked against you since day one. I know after learning the truth as to why you've been failing, there is a 0 chance you will ever fall victim to online scams again. And if for some crazy reason you do, then just know when you quit, it will be your fault. Do you really want to wake up in the morning to an alarm clock screaming at you to get up for work? Or do you want to wake up whenever your body says to get up? You set the daily schedule now. You become the boss. Then imagining getting up and instead of rushing to the shower and getting dressed for work, you leisurely walk to the kitchen, make some coffee or tea, then confidently make your way to your laptop or mobile device. You push a few buttons, and for a brief moment, you're breathless. Your heart skips a beat as you stare at your account balance with money like this just sitting there waiting for you to spend it. That feeling never gets old. Just imagine being able to wake up with 0 anxiety, 0 fear. All you feel is gratitude, happiness, and love. The crazy part, after a while looking at money like this, it becomes the new norm. You won't even be fazed, not because you're taking it for granted, but simply because your mind after 30 days forms new habits. Being rich will be a new habit for you. Sounds amazing, right? You'll catch yourself going shopping and forgetting to look at price tags. You won't be able to remember the last time you cared about the price of gas. Tipping big and giving generous donations will be an everyday event if you want it. As long as you use the cash formula, you never have to answer to anyone ever again. You're the boss. You become the hero. I know you want that. Heck, you deserve it. You deserve the type of money I have. What would be the first thing you do with money like this? Pay off your mortgage? Your credit card debt? Maybe you would use your newfound fortune to help your family out. You could easily pay for your children's college tuition. I asked some of my past students what was the first thing they spent their money on. It's pretty cool. Check it out.
The first 30 days, I didn't want to touch the money. I wanted to save a bit. Once I had saved a bit, my first big withdrawal was $5,000, and I gave that to my mom so that she could fix the house. My first big purchase was my new car. I had driven around a piece of dirt my entire life, and it was heavenly to get inside my new Mercedes.
I got my wife a new wedding ring, and we renewed our vows, and that was my very first large purchase I made with cash formula. Other than that, I've been purchasing real estate and reinvesting in stocks and bonds.
I haven't made any big purchases. I've saved all the money I've made, and it goes directly into a mutual fund where I get a decent return. So this money is really for my kids and my grandkids. My goal is to make as much as I can and let it last for generations.
I've invested a large portion of my earnings right back into the cash formula. And that's why, according to Tim, I'm one of the most successful students he's ever mentored. I'm proud of that. I won't go into exactly how much I've made, but I've reinvested $2.5 million back into cash formula. And out of that $2.5 million, the system has generated a 76% return on my investment. So that should give you some idea just how valuable this system really is.
I really feel it in my heart that you're ready to receive what you've been searching for this whole time, the cash formula. You are now one of the chosen ones ready to receive free access. So please click the button on the page and accept. Let me remind you that time is against us. Due to the latest hacker leak, the cash formula is now more exposed than ever. This is my last major attempt to help as many people as I can in a very short time. At any given moment, this webpage will be taken down, and I will never put it back up again to the masses online. I will just continue to help random people I meet in my travels. These are firm instructions from my mentor. I'm not going to add false scarcity like the scammers online do, like, oh, there's only one spot left in your city. I mean, come on, what a joke, as if people really take that crap seriously. That's the type of stuff that really gets under my skin. That's just plain wrong and deceitful. It's a lie that many of you fall for, and it should be the exact opposite, right? If they really care to help you. I want to accept hopefully thousands of new students who can start using the cash formula today. Start making money like this by the time you put your kids to bed, or by the time you crack that first beer of the night. My point is, the money starts coming in really fast. But if you wait, if you leave this page and try to think about it and come back later, oh my, it would be a shame for you to come back to a dead page. Get a big 404 error on the screen. You would feel lifeless knowing that you just passed up on millions of dollars, all because you had something better to do at that time. Don't be foolish. You are the problem and the solution. You've made it this far, so I know you believe the cash formula is the answer. Click the button on this page and you'll fill out the rest of your details. We need your best contact number so I can contact you to make sure you start making money as fast as possible. Once you complete the form and click the button to continue, you'll be redirected to a page where I'll walk you through the setup process. No flash drive is needed to get instant access. The cash formula will already be uploaded and waiting for you in your private members dashboard. You will learn the exact market the cash formula is currently exploiting to make billions of dollars. All 100% automated, hands-free. It's juicy information that only the new Cash Formula insiders receive. As soon as you fill out the form and press the button, your old life will become a distant memory and will step right into the life that you were truly meant to live. A life full of happiness, abundance, love, and freedom. For whatever reason, if that type of life doesn't interest you, then I understand if you leave this page and let someone who does want this lifestyle get their chance. That would be very noble of you. Only proceed if you feel in your heart that this is it. If you don't, no hard feelings. I wish you the very best. Good luck with those greedy gurus that will probably sell their soul to the devil to make a quick buck off of you. At this very moment, this webpage is the only active page online that has an open portal to your dream life with unlimited income potential. Instant access to the cash formula is right behind that form. Fill it out right now, and on the next page, we will set up your account so you can start making money right away, just like thousands of my past students. Remember, winners never quit, and quitters never win. Enter your best phone number so we can chat once you're all signed up. The form on this page is 100% protected by the highest security standards money can buy. So proceed to the next step with confidence, knowing all you need to worry about is how to spend the money you're about to make. Complete the registration form now, and I'll be waiting for you on the other side.